The seventh port stop on the Regent Seven Seas cruise from Venice to Athens was the port of Syros, a Greek island in the Aegean Sea south of Athens. We arrived in the morning and I joined a motorcoach excursion that began at the tiny Church of the Assumption, which was fairly close to the town center. The church had a mass and service, but we were able to walk around the anteroom and peek inside. The Orthodox temple is a three-aisled basilica with very charming Rococo and Baroque elements. The interior has marble, wood, and these wonderful green stone columns. The main attraction is the authentic icon of the Assumption from 1562, painted by El Greco. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a picture of it. We didn't stay that long at this church and headed higher up the hillside to the Church of St. George. It was in a gorgeous setting, and we weaved through narrow paths, climbing stairs and ascending them in order to arrive at the front of the church. The church was modest compared to many of the cathedrals I've seen around Europe, and the plaster was under repair. However, it was bright and airy, with impressive wood carvings, marble floors, and paintings. Its perch way up on top of the hillside made it more appealing. For me, the village surrounding the church was the best part of the trip. It was quintessential Greek architecture with the white walls and turquoise doors. Loved this bougainvillea. The views from up top were quite pretty as you could see down to the seaside. We spent about an hour wandering the paths and church, then got back in the motor coach to drive a big loop around the island. I have to say I was not very impressed with the rest of the island. Although the tour guide tried to pump up what we were seeing, it paled in comparison to the previous 6 ports on this cruise. Here are a few of the highlights on the drive, which went through some small villages, by some beaches, and all around the hillside. Eventually we stopped at a candy factory. I'm not sure what I had in mind when I heard candy factory, but it wasn't this small cluttered shop. There were 2 plates of candies on the table for us to sample. I chose the gummy candy, which was, of course, sweet. I appreciated seeing the small family-owned business more than the candy. After that, we were dropped back off at the main port and allowed to stroll the shops and restaurants that line the seas. It was a pretty portside, and I wish I could have spent more time there than on the bus. The second part of the bus trip where we looped around the island was just not as exciting as the port. After some walking in the gorgeous weather, I headed back to the ship to get ready to disembark the following day. If you'd like to see videos of other ports of call on the Regent Seven Seas Venice to Athens cruise, see the description below for the video links. And if you'd like to follow more of my senior and solo travel journeys, please click subscribe below. Cheers!